hear me? Hello.
Yes, I can.
Nice to hear you. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay, and how was your day so far? Anything new? Anything exciting?
Nothing exciting today.
hmm Okay, and for the weekend, what will you do on the weekend?
I don't have any plan yet.
hmm Okay, and before we start, I want to tell you tomorrow I cannot have a class. I need to go to the parents meeting because in the kindergarten there are some virus. So kindergarten, they used to tell us that we need to go to the kindergarten to parents meeting. Can we move our tomorrow's class for the next week?
Yes, on
Mhm.
Tuesday,
On
9 to 10.
Tuesday.
9
9
to 10.
and 10. 9 to 10. Okay, no problem. Just give me one moment, please, just to write down because I'm a little bit old-fashioned. That means that I like to write down everything. Just uh, one moment, please. 9 to 10. Okay, so we will start. Okay, so what do you think? What do you think? We have here a lesson learning from our mistakes. Okay, so what do you think about this? Is this something that is good? Is this something that is bad when we are learning from our mistakes? Okay, so what is your opinion about this? Did you ever learn from your mistake?
Learn from mistakes. I think that I haven't before.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and is it okay to make a mistake, for example, in lives?
Yes, because mistake the first thing that make you success.
Mm-hmm. Okay, can you explain why and how?
So if you don't make a mistake, then you don't know in what aspects are you bad at.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have mistake, you don't realize that I we are just a piece of sand on earth.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
with that motivates us to study more
Mm-hmm.
because knowledge is endless.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And okay, yes, I agreed completely with you. This is something that is endless, something that people okay need to know more about certain topics. Okay, and what do you think about we have here some famous people like Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton, Nikola Tesla. So what do you think? Do they is this something that happens that they made mistakes about something?
So they make a mistake, so they success. I think you know about Thomas Edison that to invent a light bulb, he have to go through about 10,000 failures. Even so, even the whole America considered him I think that the I think that like the strange man. But the word strange here is just for this is like this is the easiest word that I can search. But despite that he didn't give up. And if he gave up, now imagine that we will live in total darkness.
hmm Okay. Yes, but maybe. Do you know, for example, that several people in the same time they invent something? Okay, for example, used to have Nikola Tesla. Okay, so he invent uh, electricity, and some other scientists invent something else. So, are you familiar with something of this?
So I'm not familiar with this.
hmm Okay, and what do you think? What do you think about other scientists? I want to ask you what other things that are invented are useful And we have here some things that are useful and things that are not useful right now in 21st century. So what do you think? What things are useful that you can remember, and what things are not so useful?
Useful. I think I don't understand your question.
Okay, so
Somehow.
we have here something that is invented. Okay, so something that is invented a long time ago. Okay, so we have here something that is useful, something that you can use now. Okay, and we have here some things that, for example, they or someone invented something that is not useful. Okay, at the beginning it was useful, but right now it's not useful. Okay, so do you know some of these examples? Okay, in the beginning it was useful, you can use it, but now it's completely unuseful.
So I think I don't know any examples.
Okay, so we have here, for example, I will give you one example. Just one moment. We have here. This is like coffee grinder. Okay, now I will give you just one moment. Okay, so at the beginning, I will send you. Okay, so like this. Okay, so we have here this is it at the beginning. At the beginning, okay,
Yeah.
it was useful. Okay, because as you know, coffee is made of beans. Okay, so you have a little beans. Okay, and when you need okay, so when you want to use, okay, just when you want to use something like this, when you want to use this coffee bean, okay, now okay, just one moment. Okay, and yes, and this is something that was really useful, but right now, okay, right now it's not useful. Okay, so you don't need now this. Just I will give you one picture of this because okay, just one moment. Okay, so like this. That was like a machine, a little machine that we used to use it, okay, when we want to grind the coffee beans. And in the past, okay, this machine was very useful. Okay, people used to use this machines very much, and now people are not using uh, abacus. Do you know what is abacus?
Nope, I don't.
Abacus is like a little calculator. Just one moment. Okay, so like just one moment. I will give you an example. Okay, so this people used to use this like okay, you look at the chat box. I'm sending you in the chat box. Second picture. Are you familiar with this?
Let me see. Yeah, I think that this is where old people used to calculate really big numbers,
Exactly.
calculate big numbers, and I learned about this method before.
Yes, but now you're having calculator. Okay, now you don't need any of this. Okay, so okay, in back in time, that was really useful. People, like I mentioned to you, people used to use this all the time. And now people are not using this. Okay, so they are not using this because you you don't need you just don't need it. So
Yeah.
okay, so what do you think about some other okay, can you imagine some other, let's say some other things or machines or something that was, let's say, useful in the history, was useful back then, but it's not useful now? Can you try to
So
think?
let me think. So let me see. I think
Okay.
that I found a Let me see. I found. I think I saw a method before that is basically use the shadow, the door shadow to identify your shadow to identify what time it is, and it also have different place for different months. And but sadly, this only can only work on morning.
Exactly. Let me see. Okay, can you send me a picture of this? Can you send me a picture? I just
No,
want to...
I saw it on the TikTok video, so but I can't find it on the internet.
Okay. Okay. So yes. Okay. So these are things that people used to use it right now. Okay. So for example, okay, in the past, usually in the past, you mentioned about electricity. You mentioned about a bulb. Okay. So people used to use candles. Okay, when they want to have, for example, when they want to have light in their room when it's night, people used to use candles. Now people are not using candles anymore. So they are using, for example, they are using something else. So yeah, this is something that is okay. So we can say that is quite popular. Now, what is something right now in 21st century that people you cannot think your life without that? Is there anything that, for example, you are using right now and you cannot think about, uh, okay, about this? Okay, you cannot imagine that. Let's say you cannot imagine your life without that.
So of course is electricity.
Okay, can you explain?
Electricity, water, internet, and food.
Okay, internet and
Or
food.
entertainment as well. Entertainment.
Entertainment. Can you explain how and why? Why did you choose entertainment?
Because you know that right now the scientists discovered that people nowadays can't stay for 8 seconds without anything to do. That it's a so the concentration is getting bad. That scientists shown that I can't people can't stay and do nothing. People cannot do nothing for 8 seconds. After 8 seconds, that the body will start to force them to find something to do or to play. Because 8 seconds is the limit of how your brain is actually controlled. After 8 seconds, if it's not work, your body is gonna like so react with yourself and force you to go to do something. After only 8 seconds. But some
Wow.
people trained so they can stay for about 30 minutes or an hour before like 30 minutes or 1 hour without doing anything. But for us, if we 5 minutes without doing anything, our body will start to go crazy. We can't control our work, and we can sometimes do crazy and stupid things, because your body have forced yourself to do anything. So that's why we need entertainment. Otherwise, we can't stay more than about 10 minutes without 10 minutes.
Wow. To be
I think
honest,
that if you stay in an empty room, don't have anything. I would say anything, just a white room, and then after about 10 seconds, you will soon realize that your body will start to like you can't control your body because your brain is now controlling you to do something. I think that if you realize this, everybody from a child to a elder, they Even though the elderly they don't work much, the body still reacts like that.
Mm-hmm. I didn't, to be completely honest, I didn't know. No, I'm not familiar with any of this that you mentioned. Uh, this is something. This is something for me. It's completely, let's say, new. Okay, I didn't know about this because, uh, okay, I'm trying to imagine, like you mentioned, I'm trying to imagine this situation that I'm alone. You mentioned in a white
Yeah,
room.
alone in a white room, don't have anything, even a sand, even an insects,
Mm-hmm.
even wind, nothing. I said I said nothing, no sound
Mm-hmm.
as well, no windows, no connection with the outside world,
Mm-hmm.
and don't have anything to see.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that inside the room is you and your clothes,
Mm-hmm.
and your clothes are white.
Mm-hmm.
Do not bring anything. So
Oh.
scientists do that experiment for about 100 people, and about 90 of them gave up after 10 minutes
After 10 minutes.
because they can't control 10 minutes, 90 people, and the record for that is 20 minutes, for about 20 minutes, and they're not even allowed to sleep.
Okay, if
There is a brain control here. Yeah, they're not
the
allowed to
first
sleep.
the
Yeah,
first thing that
they so they keep awake in that room with like nothing. And about 90 people gave up after 10 minutes. 99 people got out after 50 minutes, and one people that he like concentration was so good that he ended up for 25 minutes. We're not reaching about an hour now. Just so you can
yeah.
see that entertainment now play a significant role in our daily lives.
Mm-hmm.
Without
Uh,
them, you will
uh-huh.
be the same. You will be the same as those people.
Okay, to be completely honest, the first thing that come onto my mind. Okay, so when you mentioned that you mentioned okay, what can you do, for example, for I don't know, for a certain amount of time in
Yeah,
sleep. Sleep. The only thing
yeah,
that okay come onto my mind is okay, I can go to sleep. This is something that can I can do that without any problems. Okay. The second thing I to be completely honest, I don't know what is something that I should do. Okay, so in this occasion, I don't know what can I do in this type of the situations. Okay, so this is a very complicated situation. So yeah, this is something that in my opinion, this is something that can be really stressful, but this is a good training for some people. Okay, so if you
yeah,
okay, so you can think about some other things. For example, for 20 minutes you can sit there, think about for some other things, I don't know, about your life, what will you do tomorrow, etc. So you okay, because you have a plenty of time for thinking. Okay, so
yeah,
okay, this is something that also come onto my mind. Mm,
yeah.
okay, now let's see. And okay, and okay, imagine this situation that you need to stay awake for 20 minutes. So what should you do?
I think that I can't do it, but I know that some people, a YouTuber that is doing this challenge, but in a dark room,
Mm-hmm.
and his mouth is sealed in.
Mm-hmm.
Take it to the whole new level that the room will be covered in total darkness. His eyes and mouth are sealed,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the room is much smaller. There's about 5 square meters,
Mm-hmm.
and her eyes, ears, and mouth are completely sealed off.
Yes.
And the furniture, and he's living in total darkness.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing in the room as well, and he eventually stayed there for 1 hour without sleeping. And you know that in that, and there is a room in a building in India called the quietest room in the world, because I say that because the walls are made of special materials that block every single sound,
Mm-hmm.
that effectively make this a like a room that doesn't contain any sound, that you can hear like the door heart is working, and you can hear your bloodstream, your
Mm-hmm.
liquids in the body, and somebody go into this room and do everything I said above. Total darkness, mouth, ears, and eyes are sealed in, and then he managed to stay there for 1 hour and 35 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually like kind of insane. Just to see that how far that a person limits can reach.
Mm-hmm.
Scientists also discovered that people spend about, if they not sleep, they spend almost 100% of time doing something. If they don't sleep, they have to do something. Probably use phones or work or anything. They do something for almost 24 to 16 hours a day, if we not count towards the sleep. So the time we spend thinking is literally zero in the human nowadays. So I
Mm-hmm.
want to ask, do you think that is bad?
What you want to ask
It
me?
isn't bad at all. People spend about almost 99% of time if they not sleep. I just estimate about 16 hours a day, but people not sleep.
Okay.
They do something else. Work, study, play, or do anything. They do something. But the time they spend thinking and do nothing, just enjoy, is basically zero.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think this is good or bad with the social nowadays?
Um, I don't know, to be honest, completely. I don't know because now in nowadays everything is really fast. Okay, I will quote something that you used to say in our previous classes, especially on TikTok. Okay, so you mentioned that students or someone who is like your age uh, watching some clips, for example, for 20 seconds, and they will go to the next one.
Yes, that
My
reduces the concentration.
Yes, my generation was completely different. I'm generation like your parents. I'm 42 in November. I will be 42. This is generations of your parents. Is that right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yes, similar. We are around okay, similar age. So you can talk with your parents about this just to see was it back then when I was your age, we didn't had internet, barely. We used to barely someone who was rich used to have internet. We didn't have computers, laptops. Laptop was like I don't know. People used to have like PCs, but they didn't have laptops. This is something that you couldn't afford to have a laptop. Laptops are very used to be very expensive. Around $2,000 $3,000 was one laptop or one computer, good computer. So it was really expensive. Uh, we didn't had this, but we find a way to enjoy in a different manner. Okay, we used to have, for example, cell phones, but we couldn't go to the on the internet. That was impossible. You can only use your cell phone, for example, to send a message, and you're limited on 160 characters when you write a
Yeah.
message, and on calls. And when you want to call someone, uh, the call was very expensive. Okay, so you used to buy. We call this. We used to buy, for example, a credit. Okay, a credit was around. you buy a credit. That was around. This is okay. This is something that you pay. You pay, for example, for this. This is like, I will translate you to dollars. It's around, now it's around $3, but back then it was much higher, and you couldn't speak for okay, for this amount of um, money. You can speak for on your phone. I will calculate maximum 15 to 20 minutes. This is the maximum that you can use it. And yes, it was quite different. So we used to watch, for example, I will give you one example. I will try to answer on your question. Like this, we used to buy a newspaper, and you have here, for example, on TV, you have TV shows, TV program for the next 7 days. You used to have movies that will come up on certain channels. We used to have, for example, 5 to 10 channels, and okay, and you get, for example, newspaper, TV program, for example, was in the middle every Friday. Even though I can remember on Friday, when you buy this type of the newspaper, in the middle you have here TV program for the next 7 days. And you take your notebook, you take your pen, and you write down when is that, what time is that, how long is this movie, etc. Do you know what is VCR? VCR. Did you ever heard about VCR? VCR.
No.
VCR. Okay, I will send you something. VCR. VCR. We used to use a VCR. Okay, to record the movies. Okay. Okay. I will send. Oh, this is the perfect picture that I want to show you. Okay. So just one moment, please. Okay. So that was a VCR. I will send you just to see it. Okay. Look at this.
Okay. So let me see.
Okay. Can you see it?
Yes, I think that this used to be a trend in the past, but right now there's nobody use them because we have some much stronger, much smoother, and much cheaper things. These used to be really expensive in the past, and I think that our family owns one, but right now that lost it somewhere.
Yes, it was quite expensive. Okay, so as you can see here, okay, just one moment, please. I will share. Okay, I will just one moment. I will share my screen. Just one moment, please. Okay, so we used to. Okay, so we. I want to show you. Okay, like this. Okay, can you see this?
So yes.
Okay, so this is cassette. Okay, so we okay, on this one cassette, you can only have one movie, only one movie. Okay, and this cassette was priceless. Okay, so if you want to record some movie on this, okay, so you need to have the perfect conditions. Okay, perfect conditions. Okay, that movie starts on this time, that you have electricity, that you have everything is perfect, and you buy, for example, this cassette was expensive, very expensive, and you want to, when you want to collect the movies, it was okay, it was wow, it was, I don't know how to describe it, but it was, yeah. So you need to, okay, to save some money. First you need to go get VCR. First, this is that is big okay, expense. That was really expensive. The next thing, you need to get a cassette. Okay, and you can record on one cassette, you can record only one movie. Okay, only one movie, 19 minutes or 120 minutes. movie. And this is something that I want to tell you, something that is happening right now in my country. Okay, so you have here one cassette is one movie. I used to collect, for example, around 300 cassettes, 300 cassettes of different movies, different, everything was so different, everything. But you waited for this. You waited for this. You were so excited that you want to watch something. I remember the one celebrations for the new year. There was one channel. We used to call this movie marathon. You have a movies, popular movies that were shooting them back then, and I collect, for example, 20, 30 empty cassettes, and that was like, wow. Okay, I have empty cassettes. Okay, so I will record, but I'm limited. I only have 25, 30. Okay, I don't have, and I need to decide what will I record. Yeah, and it was quite interesting, exciting. Your attention now, you don't have attention. We don't have attention. I will give you two examples if you want to hear. Do you want to hear two examples how now it's not so exciting? Do you want to hear it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, the first example is I don't know in your country, do you have, for example, you're watching TV, if you're watching TV. Okay, so you can remote channels. Okay, so you pass the movie that used to start, for example, at 10 a.m. and you or 1 p.m. and you miss this movie. You are at school or you are doing something else. But right now, we have here in our remote control, we have here that we can go back 7 days back to watch in the last 7 days everything what we passed. So do you have something like this on your TV?
No, I think
No.
that my TV is. I'm not glad to say that it was very good.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I watch it, it's no, I'm not often watch it, but I'm sure that it doesn't have any problems at all. I bought it in about 2023. I bought it in my parents bought it in 2023, and now it's
Mm.
still very good, having no errors at all.
Mm. No, my TV is also very good. I don't have any complaints on my TV, but you can. I'm speaking about TV programs that you are having right now. You're having some TV programs. Okay, so something that you want to watch. Okay, and you just remote go back. Okay, on your remote control, you just go back. Okay, to see it, you can remote, for example, something that was watched 2 or 3 days ago. You can watch it right now
Yeah.
on TV. So we have this package. It's a good. Okay, you miss something that you want to watch, it's good. But what happens uh, when I was younger? If I have this,
Yeah.
I will be wow. So this is fantastic. This is amazing. I can remote. I can go back, record, and yeah, it's perfect. But right now, I want to show you something that I'm having right now. I used to buy this. I used to buy this during the coronavirus. Okay, do you know what is this?
Let me see.
Okay, so can you see it? I showed you. Okay, look at me. Look at me. Do you know what is that?
So this look no, I don't. Maybe that a
Okay.
battery
Mm,
charger.
no, no. Okay, so this is external hard disk. Okay, so
Yeah. So wait, with this carries battery and you can use it at any time. So
no,
you
no,
need a
no.
plugger.
No. This is not. This is not. No, no. This is something. This is something that. Okay, on this machine. Okay, so this is the like. Okay, like this. Okay, on this machine, this is a little machine that, for example, if you download some movies from the internet or something that you want to download. Okay, you can watch it on. For example, you can connect. Okay, you can connect with your, let's say, with your computer, with your TV, and you can watch it. movies, I don't know, whatever you want. Okay, so this thing. Okay, so you can connect. I used to connect. I downloaded some movies. I downloaded some movies, and I put this, okay, to my TV, and I watched. But what is interesting on this, you can download, I don't know, 3,000 or 4,000 movies without any problems. So you can watch 3 or 4,000 movies without any problems. But I'm not using so often. And this is explanation why I started to speak with you about this topic, because everything it's easy to get. It's really easy to get. You don't cherish that. You're not grateful for that. So because okay, I downloaded, I don't know, 200 or 300 movies, but I'm not watching movies. Okay, so it's yeah, okay, I can watch it anytime, but and when I call, what should I watch? I don't want to watch this, I don't want to watch that. So it's a quite, yeah, it's a quite problem. So yeah, this is the answer that I want to give you about just one moment, about your question. So people don't cherish right now, what do they have? And because everything it's easy to get, even though you can watch a movie on a YouTube, you know that people put movies on a YouTube, you can watch it on YouTube if you want.
Yeah.
But people but we right now we don't watch it. Okay, and my concentration, okay, it's high. I can say it's high. I can watch a movie if the movie is interesting. If I go to the movie theater or cinema, I can watch the movie without any problems. I can watch it. I don't have any problems to watch it for, I don't know, 2 hours or 3 hours. But this is the one or two time, once or two times a year that I go to the movie theater to watch the movie. Yeah, but when I was young, I used to like, for example, 3, 4, or 5 times a month to go to watch a movie in a movie theater. But right now, once a year or twice a year. It's I don't know how to describe it, but it's this is the what is related to your about focusing on something, about your question. How about your focus? Okay, can you sit and watch a movie for example 90 minutes or 2 hours?
I have gone to cinema before and I actually watched the film that long, but I'm like let me see. No, I am like it's hard to say. I barely watch any movie that long.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what is the reason for that? Is this movie that is, for example, not interesting for you? You are not interested in watching this type of the movies? Okay, what is the reason for this?
The reason for that is I don't like watching long movies
Mm-hmm.
because I'm very impatient, to be honest, which means that I don't like the films that are long, that are boring, and took many things before we got into the first part. So I ended up just not watching long films. I just care about some like 10 to 15 minutes video about common topics or topics I like.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what is something that you usually watch on a TikTok or on the internet?
What?
What is something that you usually watch right now? What type of the videos or clips do you watch right now on a TikTok or on a YouTube?
TikToks and YouTube that I post video randomly, so I would choose what I like. I also don't mind searching for YouTube channels because I know that we explore YouTube itself is way definitely more fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. YouTube. I agreed with you that like I mentioned to you, I don't have any problems to watch. Uh, mm, I'm not a big fan of TikTok. Okay, I know that some friends of mine showed me a TikTok. Okay, and I don't have like I mentioned to you, I don't have uh, TikTok account, but I don't know why, but it's like uh, doesn't this is something that doesn't uh, cover me, that not cover me, this is attract me to watch, I don't know why, but it's okay. But I prefer to watch clips on YouTube. And your friends for that you're having in your school, what is something that they usually watch? Okay, your friends, so what do they what is something that they usually watch? Okay, on the internet. Do you speak with your friends? Do you?
No, I don't speak with my friends about those topics because I think it's like, extremely boring and nobody
Mm-hmm.
cares about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can I go to drink some water? I used to speak a lot. Can I go to drink some water, please?
Yes, you
Okay, thank
definitely
you.
can.
Okay, thank you. Okay, here I am. Well,
Yeah, okay.
so I want to ask you about yourself. Can you tell me about your focus right now and the focus that you used to have, for example, 2 years ago or 3 years ago? Which focus is better right now or 2 or 3 years ago?
I think right now,
Mm-hmm.
because I have my whole goal is to go to grade 10, which means that like which also means that I have a much better goal and something that keeps me motivated.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what is, for example, what is your biggest motivation that you're having? Okay, so you mentioned about your motivation and you're motivated. So what is something that motivates you?
The thing that motivates me,
Mm-hmm.
that definitely the go to grade 10.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is the type of your motivation. Okay, and and when you used to be younger, okay, so what do you think? Why you're focused? Why, for example, your focus is not so high when you were younger? So what do you think?
So that's probably because I don't have like let me see, I don't have any goals just yet because I have just completed a inside course of going to grade 6. So grade 6, 7, 8, I don't do anything. I don't do anything, but let me see. But right now in grade 9, I have officially new goal of going to grade 10, which also mean I have a massive boost on my motivation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I kept going.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And when you were younger, what was your motivation when you were younger?
I think that probably about my parents
Mm-hmm.
and the peer pressure
Mm-hmm.
that keep me from like working harder and harder.
Mm-hmm. Okay, peer pressure. Okay, and why you used to have this let's say peer pressure? Okay, so what happened to have this pressure?
Peer pressure.
So
So
what happened to? Oh, okay, what is the okay when you have a pressure? Why what is the most okay? Why, for example, some people have a pressure for these things? Okay, so why for in your school? Do you have a lot of pressure in your school?
no, I don't.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No, you don't have, for example, pressure that you will do something bad or that you will have a bad grades. You don't have this
Yeah,
type
I
of
think
the
that I
pressure.
definitely have, but I have only few
Okay.
um the few bad grades.
Okay. Okay, Kang, we finished. Okay, that was really nice from your side. Okay, thank you for joining my
Yeah.
class and see you on Saturday. Okay.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Yes.